Mic check 1 2 1 2 family. Make sure you talk to a licensed financial advisor in your area. Investing carries risk, but we got some banger news. The SEC's long-running case against Ripple is officially over. This started back in the early 2020s, but now it's coming to an end, and XRP is absolutely on fire. If you will hold even one of them, you are up 10% within the last hour. It says today, but this thing just started taking off again, which means we are hitting new levels. Family, write XRP in the chat if you hold even one of them, and let's get right into it. Let's talk about it, family. I know you see this, and I'm so pumped, and I want to just go through it with you. There are actually some important and official documents that are coming out that I'm going to talk to you about right here, but let's pay attention very closely. There are two parties. There's the SEC, the Alphabet Boys, the Security and Exchange Commission. You could think of them kind of like the FBI of the stock market. But then there's a company. The company is named Ripple. They oversee XRP, and they got into a legal battle. And then there's a third party named Judge Torres. Put all of these together, and XRP has been very volatile in your portfolio for this very reason. And I want to say, family, we got to break it all the way down. The first piece of this is they both, the SEC and Ripple, have let go of their appeals. They said that they're going to pay the fees, handle it on their end, and they're not going to battle each other even anymore. So that means XRP, when they're selling them to institutions, then they're going to be looked at like a security potentially, aka this got to go through the proper channels. They can't just do it the way that they did it in the past. However, when they sell it to you, it's not a security. You're thinking to yourself, what is a security? When you go and buy a stock, you can't go buy a stock from your cousin, from your aunt. You can't go buy a stock from the store. You got to go through the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ. You got to go through specific channels. And XRP, when they're selling it to you, they can sell it to you on Coinbase. They can sell it to you on various apps. But when they're giving it to institutions, they have to go through the proper channels. Family, I'm telling you, this is a huge W for XRP, and we're hitting new levels. And I'm going to give you some levels in this video like I always do, because we've been knocking it out the park. And I want to give a shout out to this workshop that I'm doing on Saturday, and I cannot wait to see you there. The spots are filling up. Family, I want you to sign up. This is for August 9th at 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST. The last one was an absolute movie. I'm going to teach you the game and show you how to be successful in this. Sign up before the link is full and there's no seats on it. This is going to be on Zoom, so you can see me live in real time, family. One-time payment. If you can't make it there at that time and you pay now, you're going to get a recording, so you're going to be all set with that. I'll see you there. Let's get to the levels on XRP. I told you in the previous video that we were stuck in a range between about 270 and 305. So we want to see XRP actually stay above 305 so we can be in this breakout range, and we actually blew past it. All we have to do is hold on to it for at least 3 days. I'm talking about Friday, I'm talking about Saturday, I'm talking about Sunday, and then we could kind of clear that level and be in the upper range. What is that range? Take a screenshot of this. The range is a little bit tighter from the last time we talked about it. This is about 305 to about 335. We want to even break above that 335 so we can end up in the range above that, which is the 355 to 335. So as long as we hold it on to these levels, we are still in an uptrend, and we are looking for Bitcoin to even run up too. Bitcoin is going to be something that if we see it breaking back into the 120s, then this is going to be very powerful for things like XRP, especially in light of this news about what's going on with the case being dropped. We love to see that. I want to give you some of the details on it that a lot of people ain't speaking on just yet. And the first one is it was a joint agreement from the SEC and Ripple. It wasn't just they weren't on the same team with this. They both said, yo, we just gonna pay the fees. The next one is that each of them, they really do have to pay the cost of all of the fees and all of the penalties. They got to pay it. And then the last one was that Judge Torres, she said this in July, that the ruling was against basically the institutions, which this is going to hinder XRP a little bit because they got to go through certain channels to get it to the institutions. If you didn't know, XRP is something that retail investors like, but it's something that institutions actually want to use so they can send money across borders for extremely cheap, which is going to be a huge thing going forward in the future. So I say all of that to say, family, let's really get to this money. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I had to tap in to show you the real. I see y'all on that workshop on Saturday. Make sure you tap in. I do not want to see you not there, family. I love y'all. See you in the next one, and take care. XRP family, let's get it.
What if 2 hours of focused learning could finally take the guesswork out of trading? Keenan and I are hosting a live 2-hour options workshop to show you the exact strategies we use to trade the markets with consistency and confidence. I will be teaching you how to build winning credit spreads so you can grow your account without being limited to just a few ticker symbols with low strike prices.
And I'll show you how to time your entries like a pro, spot clean setups, read multiple time frames, and I'll teach you how to use stop losses in a way that actually protects your gains.
It's all happening Saturday, August the 9th at 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST, and spots are limited.
Click the link to lock in your seat. Thank us later when your trading starts making sense and starts making money.
Your future self will thank you.